Hello, welcome back. This is April 2024 and we are going to do reindeer, our reindeer blocks. These are not hard. There's 6 of them total, 3 going one direction, 3 going the other, and then they're sewn together. This is going to be the most sewing, most likely, that you're going to do for this quilt. You've done all of these techniques before. Couple of heads up is the direction that you're going to pay attention to. Pay very close attention to that. So first and foremost, just like the other ones, we are going to do our common pieces. Common pieces for this means half square triangles. Up here, we are doing the half square triangles, the B pieces. We are doing those for the reindeer's antlers. They're B pieces. If you used my cutting instructions, they will be oversized. You need to cut them down, trim them down to 1 1/4 inch unfinished. The diagram I'll show you right fast, in the quilt shows you how they need to be laid out. They're laid out one direction for one way for the left direction and a different way for the right direction that the reindeer are facing. So be very well aware of that. So half square triangles, lay them out. Again, 3 to the left, 3 to the right. The next part you need to do are your corner stitch and flips. So you're basically, just like all the others, you find your corners, it's in the pattern, stitch and flip, okay? Stitch and flip, stitch and flip. Pay attention to the angles that you're doing these on, because a tail for one is different in the different side. Here, look at these. This stitch and flip for this guy going that way is in a different corner than the other way. They are not interchangeable. I would recommend you do one set, then come back and do another set. That way you'll make sure they're all the same. So do 3 right, 3 left. I don't know if I mentioned a total of 30 half square triangles for the antlers. Now the next stitch and flip, now it's kind of funky. You've got your big square. I've sewn it twice because I don't want to lose all of this fabric. But you've got your N square, and then your stitch and flip. And then I did a 1/2 inch away, and then I can cut on that cut between the 2 lines, and then I've got a free half square triangle. But you're going to do this with next. So you're going to have 2 legs for each reindeer, total of 12 legs. You were wondering if I could do the math, and I almost did. All right, the next part, if you remember when we did our Christmas trees, there was a funky angle that we needed to do. This is that funky angle. This is, and if you come out right, let me stick it right here. This is the reindeer's head, all right? So just like we did with the the Christmas tree pot, you are going to, if you look really close, you're going to mark 1/4 inch all the way around. All right, on the right side of the fabric F. Then on fabric G, on the wrong side of fabric G, you're going to mark 1/4 inch around. Then you're going to pinpoint, see there is you're also marking, where'd it go? 1 inch down from the 1 inch down from the 1/4 inch intersection, which is basically halfway through the block, if you really want to know the truth. But 1 inch down, all right? And I have that marked. I put a pin through the intersection of the G and an intersection of the 1 inch down on the side. Make sure it lines up and looks like this. Now, if you look at it, this is different. This is for this one is for the deer that's going this direction. This one, now it's pinned, but it's for the one going that direction. You have 2 different angles. Look at it before you sew. 2 different angles. Do 3 of this one, because or whichever one you're doing, 3 at a time. Switch it up and do the next 3, because you're doing 3 in one direction, 3 in the other direction. I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but I recommend you do 3 different directions separately. Once you have that, with your diagram, sew them all together. And again, they're mirror image of themselves, so just rotate it the other way when you're going the opposite direction. And then, whoops, there you go. And then you sew them all together. This one's mostly done, okay?